So in my hands, I have MEATER's Pro line, starting with the MEATER Pro to the new MEATER Pro Dual and the MEATER Pro XL. But which one's right for you? In this video, I actually wanted to share my opinions on each model, but I also wanted to tell you why I think the new Dual is definitely, probably going to be the most popular with most cooks, but I think it's my personal favorite out of the MEATER Pro line. So we'll get to the new MEATER Dual in just a second, but in my hands right now, I have what was MEATER's update to their MEATER Pro lines, the first update. And this came out last year around the same time. I think it came out last year around November, right before the holidays, something like that. Now, MEATER made some huge changes. I have a video entirely on this. I'm not going to go into all the details and redo that video for this video's sake, but there was some huge changes, huge improvements, like a thinner, more streamlined stainless steel probe that had multiple internal sensors. Of course, the high ambient sensor, up to 1,000 degrees, I believe, which now allows you to sear while keeping the probe in the meat, and you can monitor your cook entirely the whole entire time. This was originally called the MEATER Plus 2 or the MEATER 2 Plus, something like that. But MEATER has now kind of reamped their entire line, and they're going now with the MEATER Pro. And I suspect it's because they're still going to offer the original probes at a much discounted price and start pushing these probes as their probe lines. This was a huge plus in my direction, no pun intended. The MEATER Pro was a huge step in the right direction and improved on a lot of things that MEATER really needed to improve on because it was dated. So I've used this model quite a bit. I'm sure you guys can tell it's stained, it's dirty, it's been through a lot, and I've done a lot of testing on it, and it's actually one of my top 3 thermometers. I think it's fantastic. You can tether to Wi-Fi and all those great things. If I had one con, it was that I felt going forward, Wi-Fi should be built in, right? I mean, Wi-Fi is like the #1 feature that everybody wants with their new thermometers. And I was a little disappointed to see that there wasn't Wi-Fi built in. But I had a inkling that MEATER was probably going to update their MEATER block. And lo and behold, not too long ago, I don't remember exactly when, sometime in the summer, MEATER updated their MEATER block. And now they're calling this one the MEATER Pro XL. You get 4 probes, 4 of the same probes that you got with the original MEATER 2 Plus or the Pro. Now the big update, or the big selling point over the MEATER, the regular MEATER lines, the MEATER Pro versus the MEATER Pro XL or the blocks or whatever, is that the block has built-in Wi-Fi. So you literally have unlimited range. As long as the block is near the grill, this thing is going to communicate to Wi-Fi, and you can monitor your cook from anywhere in the world as long as you have Wi-Fi. That's a huge selling point. Obviously, I really like that. My biggest gripe with this, and again, I have a video all about this particular MEATER Pro XL and reviewing it and giving you all the pros and cons. My biggest gripe with it was it looks almost identical to the original MEATER block. And I was a little disappointed. I thought this was a great opportunity for them to reamp this and modernize it and really, I don't know, compete with some of the other manufacturers like Type for Sync, which has a very streamlined look, great LCD screen, all those great things. I'll be honest with you guys, the LCD screen or the screen on the MEATER blocks have always kind of been useless to me. It's tiny, you can barely see anything. The controls are dated, it looks really dated from that aspect. You can still use it as a standalone device, but do you really want to? That tiny screen compared to like Type for Sync, for example. So here comes the new model, the MEATER Pro Dual. Now, this guy, I think, is probably going to be their most popular model. You're going to get 2 probes, okay? 2 of the MEATER Plus probes. You're going to get that block design, right? It's kind of in between the lower model, the Pro, the single probe one, and the block, the 4 probe model. But here's the thing. Here's the big selling point. This has built-in Wi-Fi. And I was really happy to see that MEATER decided to have built-in Wi-Fi with this model because, like I said, all the probe manufacturers, all the thermometer manufacturers out there, you should be rolling out built-in Wi-Fi going forward. That's what everybody wants. They don't want any connection issues. Bluetooth is great if you're out in the wilderness or whatever, but when you're at home, you're at your backyard, you're doing your thing, and there's Wi-Fi available, you're going to use Wi-Fi. You're going to enjoy the unlimited range of Wi-Fi and the stable connection. So I was really happy to see that. Yeah, they got rid of the LCD screen. I don't care. Like I said, the LCD screen on the block wasn't really that modern anyways, so I don't feel like that's a huge loss. But I do feel like you're getting a lot in this package. You're getting 2 probes that have the 5 sensors, the ambient sensor, a thinner profile, all that stuff. You're getting a rechargeable base now. So, and it recharges quickly, right? So you're getting the fast charging. You're getting all the same features from the Meter Plus 2, but now you're getting it in this like kind of mini block form with built-in Wi-Fi. And that's the biggest selling point. And that's where I think they hit a home run with this particular model in the sense that they're giving their users exactly what they're asking for. So I'm going to dive in a little bit more about each model and what I think it now fits kind of in the Meter Pro line and the Meter line in general, and considering the old model and all that. But I really do think that if you're going to purchase a thermometer and you're looking at Meter, this is $200 versus I think it's 120 for the single model, and then the block, I believe it's like $300 or $400. It's up there. This to me seems like it's going to be their number one seller. So let's go back, and I want to talk to you guys about where each model fits with me personally. So as far as performance, the new Meter Duo pretty much performs just like the Meter Block or the Meter Pro XL. And I had no issues with the Wi-Fi connecting or any problems with the range or anything like that. I do want some more time to further test out the probe and just in general how reliable this new product is. So look for a future video where I'll dive into the details and do a deeper dive review on the Meter Duo. So let's start off with the original Meter Plus 2, or now they're calling it the Meter Pro. I think this is still a fantastic option for people that are getting into cooking, learning how to cook, getting into the world of thermometers, and really haven't scaled up their cooking quite yet. They're learning to cook more, they want to cook more, they want to eat more at home. And they're looking for something reliable. Maybe occasionally they're going to need Wi-Fi, so they can still Wi-Fi tether, but they're not necessarily looking, for like that weekend marathon barbecue, thing. This is still a really good value. Oftentimes it's on sale for $100. Even at full price at $120, it's not too bad. And you're getting all the features from the probe that you would from any other model. Yeah, you're only getting a single probe. You're getting the app. I mean, all the Meter products have the app, but Meter has one of the best apps. Very intuitive, very easy to follow, all that good stuff. The downsides here are you only have one probe, you don't have built-in Wi-Fi, and this could be a downside or upside for you, but it's a downside for me. Still taking batteries, it's not rechargeable. That has its, again, pros and cons. Some folks are going to love it because, you don't have to ever worry about internal batteries. Others that have kids, just another thing to worry about, right? So that's the original Pro, the single probe model. I'm going to skip over to Duo just so we can talk now about the higher end model, which is the Meter Pro XL, formerly known as the Meter Block. Now, I think the Meter Block is going to be perfect for those that need for thermometers. They're going to be monitoring different things. They absolutely need Wi-Fi. They need a standalone unit that, even though the screen might be a little small, they still need a standalone unit that can operate on its own. And you're doing high volume cooking, and you're cooking multiple things. So, maybe a private or personal chef, this may be perfect for them. You might be roasting a duck and cooking a steak, or you may be the barbecue master that's cooking a brisket, several briskets and chicken, or whatever, and you're in competitions, or maybe you have a catering business, a large catering business, and you're in and out a lot, and you need to have that Wi-Fi and keep an eye on things and all that stuff, right? So the Block gives you that versatility of being able to do a lot, right? And monitoring it wherever. Now you're stepping up to a rechargeable unit that takes USB-C, or you can just plug it in and just let it go. which has its upsides, right? So where does this new unit fall in? I think this is going to be the most popular. As I said earlier, I think this is probably the best bang for your buck. You're getting 2 thermometers now. You're getting built-in Wi-Fi. You're getting a rechargeable unit, whether you think that's a pro or not. I do. So I think for most cooks, this is where they fall into, right? If it's a hobby for you, if you love cooking, you're trying to find time to do more cooking, even if you're like a weekend barbecuer, this is going to be it. Because I'll be honest with you guys, like I'm kind of an outlier because, you know, I have a YouTube channel and I cook a lot and I cater and all that stuff. Yeah, the block, the MEATER Pro XL works great for me. But if I didn't have that, right, if I didn't have a business in cooking, then this would be it. This is the model I would buy. I'm good with 2 probes. That's going to give me all the information that I need. So I feel like this is the sweet spot here. And I think most of you, if you can afford it, I think this is the model that's going to get you your best bang for your buck and carry you, right, long term. So look, I think the way that I would summarize it is with the new MEATER Pro Dual, I think this guy is going to be the thermometer that's going to sell the best, and you're going to grow into it. Most cooks are going to find this to be perfect. 2 thermometers, built-in Wi-Fi, and all of the great features that MEATER offers, including a wonderful app. I don't know if you will ever grow into this guy, the block, the Pro XL. It may be too much thermometer for you in particular. And I'm pretty sure for the majority of you guys that are very serious about cooking, that you're probably going to outgrow this guy. That's probably how I would sum up the MEATER Pro line. Now, as far as the original MEATER and the MEATER Plus, I think MEATER will probably continue to offer that product line. I think eventually they will probably discontinue the original MEATER, just because it's so dated, right? And the range issues that most people aren't happy with, I think they'll heavily discount it. But I think the Pro line is where it's at. And again, MEATER Plus, or the MEATER Plus 2 and now the MEATER Pro lines, was in my top 3 as one of the best thermometer systems on the market today. That's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, please consider subscribing and joining our channel membership so we can continue making videos like this one. I'll catch you in the next video.